Millions of fans know you as Hawkeye, and there's a moment in this show in episode 2 when you pick up a bow, and it's not really meant to be funny, but like, did it cross your mind?
Of course it did. I mean, so much so where I asked them, like, do you really need me to have a bow? I mean, how about a crossbow?
So watching the show, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Cleveland. So I sort of was wondering, like where Kingstown was. Like I recognized a lot of the sort of like blight and anti-rust felt of it. So I'm kind of wondering where you imagined Kingstown to be and sort of what were the circumstances of how the town came to be sort of down and out.
Essentially, it's like it's Detroit. That kind of vibe is the basic town where this fictitious town exists. But there's towns like this in many places of our country where a prison that's built out in the middle of nowhere ends up flourishing a town of its own and everything around that. I mean, I have friends from a prison town in New York, but either have somebody it's in the prison or you're in the prison or you're working in the prison, working for the prison or whatever. It's the town. It's where the business is incarceration. And that's the little microcosm of the world that Taylor's created. That's all still created based on truths.
You were filming this show up until a few weeks ago. How does it feel to be sort of releasing something that's still so relatively fresh in your mind?
It's exciting as all heck. I tell you what, man, it's still all fresh in my brain. It's exciting also to finally be in my own bed after a year. And it's exciting, also because the Hawkeye show will keep coming out as well. So it's a really good time. But yeah, how crazy is it that we just finished shooting and then we're releasing here within 2 weeks? Yeah.
So speaking of Hawkeye, millions of fans know you as Hawkeye, and there's a moment in this show in episode 2 when you pick up a bow, and it's not really meant to be funny, but like watching it does feel like there is sort of like a little like, oh, this guy knows how to use a bow sort of nod. Yeah. Did it cross your mind?
Of course it did. I mean, so much so where I asked them, like, do you really need me to have a bow? I mean, how about a crossbow?
Yeah. And last question, I read that your dad owned a bowling alley when you were growing up. How is your bowling?
Well, I mean, it was tremendous when I was young, and I haven't done it since. But yeah, I would say it's pretty good. You don't want to play me.
I mean, it is kind of a muscle memory thing.
People bowl and have fun. No, I bowl the bowl.
You have your own ball and shoes, like that.
I used to. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, but we did. That's all we did as kids, man. It kept us out of trouble, and yeah, it was always we're always bowling.
Wherever you're from, you should go back. You won't make it here. You help these parasites. You hold it together for everyone else.
Your couriers, fix-it men, part-time gangsters.
It's nice to remind them. They're the prisoners, not us.
Didn't even make it a month before this place tore me to pieces.
Oh, I got some bad news for you. It's not torn to pieces. Not even close.